Welcome back to the Network Effect. Once again, my name is Fred Robinson. I want to invite you guys to sit in on this discussion with two great men. Um, my man here, Andre Lee Ellis, and Fidel. What's the last name? Sorry, Fidel.
We just use Fidel.
Fidel. Yeah. There we go. So we're back here now with these gentlemen. Andre is our surprise co-host. So what we want to dig into during this session is a little bit what Fidel is doing with his organization, and then just bringing Andre on. So Fidel, once again, I've said this a few times today, and I've said it. I appreciate you, brother. Fidel and I go way back to boot camp days, and so just kind of start there, Fidel, if you don't mind. From those days to where you are now.
Wow.
Just give the audience a glimpse of your life and of what you've done in this community and what you're currently doing.
Wow, we just gonna start right there, huh?
Let's get in.
Wow. So I appreciate that, but I appreciate you too. Appreciate you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me and convening this platform for the community and then sharing it out. It's important what you all are doing here. I was born here in Milwaukee, raised here on the east side of Milwaukee, educated in Milwaukee. And I was raised in a very creative household and also a very political household. I was raised by educators and artists. I don't know any other way, technically.
Right.
It's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do art. You're supposed to teach. It's just what I know. Boot camp. I'll just jump fast forward. We started using the phenomenon of hip hop culture at a very early age to teach, to be able to impact and share our art with the world. And so boot camp was the movement that we created literally as a training ground, mentally and physically, spiritually is all included. And we created a boot camp coalition, and we started our movement as independent entrepreneurs, teenagers selling hip hop music. And we created a business off of that movement called Guerrilla Promotions International, which is marketing and promotions, graphic design, street promotions, web development, you name it. Very early helping to build a scene for music, for culture, for entertainment and edutainment. So fresh out of high school, I started teaching, using my skills that I developed as a writer, a poet, a lyricist to write proposals and pitch my own classes and curriculums in high schools, get my own contracts, using the phenomenon now that's all over the world and in universities all over the country and all over the world is hip hop. Back then, that was something I had to convince people that hip hop as a culture and as a movement would be in the classrooms, that it would be in colleges, that you could get a degree in hip hop culture. And nowadays they teaching classes on Tupac in Berkeley. Nas is teaching at Princeton or whatever. It's like, this is not a big thing anymore. People understand. In a lot of classrooms, people understand that the students will listen to the music and they will learn from the music before they will pay attention and listen to even their parents sometimes. And so understanding that at a very early age, I was able to carve out a lot of different things, help a lot of people, which led to a lot of different things. I can't do it all. And then Tru Skool, what we know today as Milwaukee Center for Transformative Creative Arts and Hip Hop Culture, located downtown inside the Avenue, what used to be the Grand Ave. TruSkool.org, TRUESKOOL.org. And it's myself and the whole team, my co-executive director, Shalina, and my whole team is phenomenal. So it's not just me, it's not just my org at all. It's a family effort, it's a family vibe with our young people, our staff, our students, our participants. TruSkool.org is free for high school students, 14 to 19. We start in the spring. You can sign up online. Tru Skool 414 on all the social medias. And then we here.
Right. So I want Andre to chime in, but I want to get back to Tru Skool.
All good.
Because that's really something that actually, through the years, you and I lost contact, but I've heard about Tru Skool, and I didn't even know, you were involved in it until about 3 or 4 years ago. So I just wanted Andre to kind of chime in and I know you guys know each other, so kind of talk about what he's saying about his movement here in the city. What do you know about it? Kind of chime in on what you have seen how he's grown.
Well, first of all, I'm excited to be here. Good to see everybody and give my opinion. And good to see you too, Fred. And thank you all for doing this. This is, I think we should have any spoken platform that can positively speak about Milwaukee and the great activity of the great people working here that live here, that do this work, versus some of the negative things when they bring those statistics into play that's trying to get the people away from here another chance to have a different idea. So, Tru Skool, spell that for me.
TRUESKOOL.
I wanted that just in case somebody was writing. That's CHOOL. So
SKOOL.
Right. Yep. Just got that. All right. Tru Skool, I'm excited about. I've known Fidel Verdin, or Fidel, all of his life. Just about very proud of him. Have known the Tru Skool movement and change maker in our city in education, especially as it relates to after school artistic activity for our children, especially where many school systems like MPS have eliminated the arts. And so Tru Skool keep it real. Tru Skool keep it 100, and they keep it true to the school. And that's and that's what Fidel does. And just to see, and if I can, I don't know if I'm gonna step on toes here. I'm amazed at some of this artwork in this room, because I think he has something to do with some of that. And Fred might talk about that a little later or something, right?
Yeah. Actually, we have 3 pieces. The pieces that you see behind us is
these right here.
Yeah, these 3 pieces here are Fidel's. And we'll get back to that.
Yeah,
we'll get back to that. But along with what Greenwood Park is doing, along with what Bacchus Insurance is doing, along with what Tru Skool is doing, tell the audience again what you're doing. And what it is. You were just saying this when we were off the air. We were just talking about there's so many different ways for us as men and women to shape our community. So you're sitting. We're us 3 here are sitting here, and you're doing something significant in the community. I think I am, and as you see, Fidel is. So tell the audience a little bit about what you're doing with your cage.
Okay, and I think all of our missions align and are so ready for collaboration that anytime we decide that we want to do something together, we at an event at the gallery or in the garden or at the Tru Skool or wherever it is, we can do that and touch a whole lot of people. One could take 5,000, 2 can take 10,000. So 15,000 is sitting right here coming and ready to get this. So Cage Community Agricultural Growing Experiences, we teach young Black men, especially, how to grow food, grow their lives, grow their community. We're located at 1313 West Reservoir Avenue, right next to House 5. And in the wintertime, we are now engaging in hydroponics, where we grow food in 3 different fire stations. That's what we're doing. And I like that, because even with Tru Skool, we've in the past have collaborated with them. I love the work that you all do on literacy as it relates to setting up the Bring a Book, Take a Book libraries that you see around town. Tru Skool built those, at least you built ours.
Yeah.
How's that felt for you when you ride and see that? Because I think that the best thing that can happen for little Black children is that you teach them, make them, and let them see you reading. Reading is fundamental, and Tru Skool believes that, right?
Absolutely. It's also a form of installing art, because our little libraries are designed and essentially decorated by artists, and then we take them out into the community and install them in different gardens. And it is to influence that giving, that spirit of community giving, and that we all know people in need, and we all know sometimes all it takes is a little bit. We've had people fill up those little libraries with canned goods, with food, with hygiene products, tennis shoes. It's really remarkable sometimes to pull up on those libraries and they fill, because people care. People care.
And Fidel, I'm often upset about the way that we allow I'm gonna say this, that we allow little black boys, especially because I work with them, to become a commodity for the systems. You know, you go to school and you learn how to get a degree in anything urban. You can go to any college or university, historically black college, you get a degree in anything urban. What college, I say it often, what college or university can I go to and get me a degree in something suburban? Who teaches me how to keep white people poor? Black people stop going, like boys stop going to jail, who's gonna have to get a new job? You know what I'm saying? You work with those boys, the throwaways, the ones that nobody say no more than I say, and they done found a passion. Now they want to be the CEO of their company. What's your formula? What's your antidote for them? Why you do it?
It's really good, and that's exactly what we use. We use that terminology, CEO. What's the formula? We create, we generate creative entrepreneurial opportunities. That CEO system that we've developed for our alumni and students that have grown and matured and they're ready for commissions as artists, or they're ready for gigs as DJs, whatever that looks like, that come from, and I attribute that and I credit the one and only Dr. Verdana Rogers.
Yes, we love her. We love Verdana.
And so just a continuation of her legacy. Indeed. She had a phrase that she used to use, the CEO of me. And that just hit me because that's how I walked anyways. And so I said, oh, that's how you doing it? And I just have been using that to communicate to my young people that life mission, that being able to establish whatever you're good at, and then being able to professionalize it, monetize it, if that's what you want to do, you know. And so it doesn't matter if you're doing entrepreneurship or small business, you know, you're still the CEO of your own reality, your own life. You're still designing your own future. So, you know, that's the secret sauce, creating opportunities, not just talking the talk, but developing incentives. Somebody called it earlier a love token. You know what I mean? Having love tokens at the end of whatever you asking or demanding. That could be for your children, that could be for your love, your family. You know, being able to offer something tangible of appreciation. That gratitude is one thing, but then being able to write a check is a whole nother thing.
That makes some people get a little quiet on that check writing and stuff. But I always say, me is we upside down anyway we look at it. So we can't disconnect ourselves from what's meant to be. And I find that there's a lot of messiness in what we do out here working with our children and those of us, especially if we do similar things, you know, then it's about, and I'm gonna get real, I'm gonna keep it 100 over here at
Greenwood Park. Please do.
I'm gonna keep it 100 because sometimes it's I just look like this, but sometimes it's very difficult. I'm 64 years old, and doing this, I've endured 4 heart attacks, you know. So when it comes to health and my reason for it, you don't know my story. So a lot of times when I hear people putting me into categories or things that is not where my heart really is, because you haven't watched, you weren't there when I dodged that bullet to save your son. I did. You know, you weren't there with that. You just heard what somebody else say, he think he all this or that. Does Tru Skool need, when you talk about love tokens, and I said all that to say this here, it's so important, people, that we support the jewels in our community. Jewels cost. You don't believe me? Go to a jewelry store and try to get it for free. It costs. Jewels cost, and we got to support them. And so I'm real big on the support you guys have sustained. How?
Well, that's a great way to frame that. We are sustained through the generosity of individuals. We are sustained through great collaborations and partnerships. We are sustained through creating a pipeline of entrepreneurial opportunities. And I think, you know, one of the biggest parts about the way we operate is just understanding that in hip hop culture, all right, we have a saying that Grandmaster Caz coined, I believe. Hip hop didn't invent anything, but hip hop reinvented
get where you guys are now. But tell the audience where you are now and what you're gonna have, what you have going on in 2025, and what's in the future for Tru Skool.
Well, that's exciting. Almost want to jump out and jump in. There
you go.
This weekend, actually, we doing a gallery night. It's themed past, present, and future. Friday and Saturday, 4 to 8 p.m. at Tru Skool. This is to lift up some of our alumni, some of our current students, and some of the babies. So we are big on uplifting and amplifying what our alumni, what they have going on these days. They're doing great things all throughout the city and beyond. So we'll be showcasing a lot of their work. So it's a real family where once even they age out of Tru Skool as an after school session, they're still connected with the organization. It's a professional pipeline. So we're able to call our alumni for professional gigs and opportunities. And so the young people that's newcomers to the organization, they see their path. They see if they stick with it as a visual artist, a DJ, a dancer, a spoken word artist. There's opportunities, and you can generate income doing it. And so that's part of the process that we're always developing. This weekend you can come. It's sort of like an open house. If you want to learn more about the organization, you can come and sign up for the spring sessions, which begin March 3rd. I believe the first Monday in March, our spring after school sessions start. And again, it's free for 14 and 19 high school students in Milwaukee and surrounding areas. And the bigger vision is we want our own space. The bigger vision is we need our own space, our own building with bright lights and windows and solar roof and outdoor skate park and mural walls and all that. Yeah.
And you deserve it, man. Yeah, you deserve it. So,
and we will have it.
Right. So you were saying, Andre,
I was gonna say this here, that Fidel, I'm hearing you, and I can hear your passion for all of it. And what I love is that what we give to children, why don't our school systems use those things? Why are we made to make them happy only after school? Thank God we can catch them, but with limited resources, we can't catch them all. Why don't systems that have the money to make life better for our children in the systems that we own make us, and I'm gonna go here for this minute, this Andre Lee Ellis point, not the Mindful Mondays or for Greenwood, this Andre Lee Ellis, make us have to send our children at 6 o'clock a.m. in the morning on a bus for an hour and a half ride to the south side, where the curriculum does not necessarily include them because it may be two languages, English and Spanish, and they may not know their own real good, let alone the Spanish. And so it bothers me that we aren't working better to keep the schools open, and 12 is a large number. I'm talking about MPS. 12 is a large number, and so there's some charter schools, and there's some places like Tru Skool, and what I'm getting at that you need to direct some of those dollars to. Cage could use some of that, and so could Greenwood, because it's a teaching center downstairs in the back of this building, people. He brought the boys from Cage down there. Now, we could sneak and build boxes if we want to, but we won't do it without you because you taught us to do it. But I just wanted to say to Tru Skool, I know how hard it is. So when he asked you the question about where you are today, I don't think it's wrong for you to really say to anybody that if you're going to give the funds to stuff that's no fun for us, then give the funds to us that make it fun for us.
Right.
That's it. For
Bars.
Right, for real. But now, so what I want to do is I want to introduce these three beautiful pieces behind us. These are Fidel's pieces, and I just want to I want Fidel to kind of tell the audience of what inspired you.
Oh wow. Well, this is awesome because a lot of people may not know that part of my expertise, if you will. I've been painting all my life, so this might be a surprise to some people, but I'll go through these briefly. This is mostly acrylic and acrylic marker. I think some ink. I use a little bit of everything. Most of it's recycled material, to be honest. And so it's all purposeful in terms of like the layers. This just speaks to the power of the people. Quite honestly, it's kind of self-explanatory with that one. And different types of people having united mission and being determined cannot be stopped. So the power is in our unity, and we need to get back some of that bold, unified, disruptive protests, countering some of the things that are happening in the world today. A lot of people feel the same way, but who's gonna get up with the mass and get out? And I ain't necessarily saying go march and protest with signs, but that just means link with like minds, and speak up and stand out and be a vanguard, even if it's for your own people in your own small circle. This is a newer piece that I completed recently, and it's a lot of joy that is kind of like designed around the new year. I completed it around the new year, so it's celebratory, and it's sort of him and his expression popping off of the page, and also getting you excited about the party. The DJ is the core of hip hop culture. It's really kind of like the foundation of how it all began, and so we always give tribute to the DJs as historians, as archivists. When you think about the collection of music that DJs amass, and they also like tastemakers, so they help. And now DJing is becoming way accessible, so you have a lot of younger and younger DJs. So he represents the new generation of DJs, world, global music. Yeah.
Like that. I like that.
Yeah. And this is called Mask Time. Mask Time is, it's representative of a lot of things, but I do a lot of masks. It's a reoccurring theme in some of my work. For one, I've always been fascinated with different like tribal masks from around the world. Just fascinated off the art, the carving, the stories that come with the masks, the different ceremonial, ritual masks that I've just been able to see over the years. And so this was kind of inspired by one of those masks. And even in Milwaukee, we have that big mask that used to be at the African World Festival. As soon as you walk in, they all shaking their heads. Y'all can't see them, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. And this is kind of like, in my mind, a remix of what that mask is, mixed with some other inspirations as well. And that's mostly acrylic and some ink as well. All repurposed materials. Yes.
Well, ladies and
All
gentlemen,
for sale too.
I wanted to ask that. Now, do the proceeds of the pictures go to support Tru Skool in this effort, or?
Good question.
Yeah.
Good question. We
How does that work?
definitely have ways for. First of all, let me say people can support Tru Skool first by going to our website, trueskool.org. There's a big donate button on there. Tru Skool 414. If you just on your Cash App right now, you just want to slide, boom, send us that. And all donations are tax deductible. Proceeds from my artwork go to the gallery as well as to Tru Skool. So if people supporting my work, they definitely supporting the mission of the organization.
yes. Now, Andre, in closing, can you just tell everybody where they can reach you in regards to Cage if they want to give back to you and your organization?
Most definitely, you can reach us at Cage Community Agricultural Growing Experiences. That's Cage, TheCagemke, thecagem.com is where you can reach us. You can also reach me at Andre Lee Ellis 52 at gmail.com. We're located at Firehouse 5, 1313 West Reservoir, Monday through Friday, 9 to 2, but on Saturdays it's always spectacular. 8 to noon, we have young black men 12 to 16 who gather. Come as they are, and they come, and it's your chance. You, the community, who get to come and donate $40. And anybody know me, know I will reach out. And it's okay because it happens. So that's the best way to reach us. That's the Cage.
And that's that formula, that's that creative entrepreneurial opportunity. That's that formula that's worked for We Got This and Cage for a long time. So congratulations on that. Yeah, man, congratulations on that. Being able to create those opportunities is what's needed. They say a job will stop a bullet.
Right.
But if you care about the children, come see about it.
That's right.
We blame everything on the children. And my son, rest in peace, Lauren, said, Dad, if you want to know why the children act like that, follow them home. What's happening in your home that make the children want to be in the streets?
Right. Okay, well, thank you,
Sorry,
ladies.
you gotta
No,
stop
no,
me.
no, it's
God
all
damn
right.
it.
Thank
You
you,
gotta
thank
stop
you,
me.
ladies and gentlemen, for supporting Mindful Mondays.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, we're gonna be starting Mindful Mondays back up in April. So if you want to send us any notes in the comments about any industries that you're looking to learn about, thank you for supporting the network effect. Thank you for supporting these gentlemen. And please support Milwaukee Bucks HBCU Night. This is going to be one of the live artists. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.